Hey guys, welcome back to Dev's Book Reviews. My first book review is on The Deepest Cut, a McKinnon Curse novel, Book 1. And I'm just going to read this little bit here that is about the book on J.A. Templeton's website, and she is the author, by the way. Okay, so 16-year-old Riley Williams has been able to see ghosts since the car crash that took her mother's life and shattered her family. Guilt-ridden over the belief that she is somehow responsible for her mom's death, Riley is desperate to see her mother's elusive spirit to gain her forgiveness. When her father moves the family to Scotland so they can all start over, Riley believes her life couldn't get worse. That is, until the ghost of 19-year-old Ian McKinnon catches her purposefully cutting herself. An uneasy truce quickly turns into friendship, and soon Riley's falling hard for Ian. Riley believes her gift could help Ian end the curse that has kept him tied to the land for centuries, but that would mean letting him go forever, and she's not sure she is strong enough to do that. As if her life wasn't complicated enough, the malevolent spirit of the woman who killed Ian returns, and she will stop at nothing to keep Riley from helping Ian find eternal peace. First thing that I would like to say about this book is that it's an easy read, but it's also a very good read. I could not put this book down. I was in love with it, and I can't wait to get the second in the series, which is displayed on the right hand. It's The Haunted. The characters, at least Riley and Ian and her brother, were developed so amazingly. They were jumping off the page with life, and the emotions were just, it was brilliant. And it was also scary. So scary that sometimes I found it a little difficult to go to sleep. That being said, though, I'm a huge fan of strong female characters, and I liked that this one didn't really have any, abuse towards women in it. All that creepy stalker shit that's been jumping around in young adult paranormal novels, or even just regular young adult fiction novels. This really doesn't have any of that. Riley is a very strong female character. Her emotions and her personality have equipped her with the ability to defend herself, and at the ending especially, there are parts where the male counterpart, Ian, saves her ass, but she still shines through. I absolutely loved her. I think she may be one of my favorite characters that I've read about. I wasn't so much a fan of the fact that she cuts herself. I think that's a little bit cliche for today's, stereotypes. And we all know what they are, so I'm not even going to get into that. But for the most part, I thoroughly enjoyed the novel. The characters were developed well, with the exception of the filler characters. However, there are a few fillers, which is what I call the characters who don't really have a purpose but need to be there. But her best friend Megan, well, not really her best friend, her friend Megan, for example, is your cliche high school girl, and I wasn't a fan of that. And my first impression of her was that she was a bitch, and there was nothing that persuaded me of that at the ending of the book. She may not have been, but Templeton didn't really do much to change my opinion. At least I felt that way. I read this in about 4 days, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. I don't know. Like I said, it's a quick read, but it's a pretty good book. It's pretty solid. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 based on the fact that I really, truly enjoyed it. It's not something that you'll finish and you'll feel like your life has changed, but it is something that will have you questioning things like life after death, reincarnation, and all that fun stuff that people like to think about. It's not it's not a unique plot, but Templeton gave it a few twists that I really enjoyed. So, if you're looking for an easy read that may even scare you a little bit, then you should check it out. And that's my rating, 4 out of 5 stars. Go female characters. Anyway, I hope you read it, and if you'd like to discuss life after death and all that fun stuff, then feel free to shoot me some conversation topics, because I'm always down for that. This is my first video, my first review at least, and I've never done this before, so I hope that you'll bear with me and help me to improve. Give me some pointers, tell me what, I suck at royally, and I'll try and fix it for next time. I'm currently reading a book that I can't really remember what it's called. I know, at least I think it's called Eternal Eden, but I may be very wrong about that. But that's going to be my next review, and so far it's incredible. Well, I hope that you all have a great evening, or afternoon, or morning. I'll see you next time.